Warning. The following podcast contains two highly strung people talking about their anxieties, fears, and worries. If you find any of the content offensive, then we are genuinely really sorry. We won't do it again, honest. Sorry.
Hello and welcome along to the Warriors Podcast, a weekly podcast where I, Barry Dodds, discusses all things that are worrying and stressful and generally anxiety creating with my friend Hayley Ellis.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm all right, Barry. I'm deep into Love After Lockup. I'm now
still watching that prison show.
I'm now into season 2 at the end. No, season 3 now. Finished season 2. Lovely man called Clint married a woman called Tracy.
Right.
Was writing to her for 6 months, never met her. Day she was released, they got married the day after. And on the wedding night, which was the happiest day of his life, she stole his hire car. She left the wedding ring, which he thought was a sign of respect from her. She stole money out of his wallet and she went on a crystal meth hunt.
Oh,
so
is that on Channel 4? Yeah, that's it. The crystal meth maze. Just a load of smackheads try to wire up a massive battery and move a flame underneath a giant spoon.
Catching tinfoil at the end. Anyway, so that's me. What about you?
What? Well, what have I been up to? I'm in a bit of an OCD phase of my life at the minute. In a kind of, you know, when it flares up and goes a bit manic. I'm in that at the minute. Like my hands are a bit burnt from the bleach wipes, and yeah, I'm a little bit on edge and manicky. I didn't think I was too bad until I was editing a podcast and I sort of listened to myself, and it was like, oh, you don't sound normal in this, and that's made me take a step back and go, oh, right, okay, yeah, you are in one of these
What triggers
phases.
you then? Not to be too serious at the off, but is it, because for me, tiredness and being run down are like triggers that flare up?
For me, what causes the stress is time. Time goes so quick, and like I'll get up really early in the morning, like 5 a.m, and be like, right, I've got the whole day to do stuff. And then the further it gets into the day, if it gets like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and I haven't done everything that I want to do, I start getting stressed, and that stress makes more things become apparent to me that need to be done. And then eventually I get to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I just sit in here and just go, fuck it.
Do you know what you should do? And this is genuine, serious advice for a change. Just don't sleep. I think just work through.
Oh.
Just work through until all your little jobs are done.
Should I get some more of those tablets?
Just work through. Like an Oompa Loompa. There you go.
Do you remember there was a programme on Channel 4, a reality series, where it was just people had to stay awake as long as they could?
Yeah, I do remember that. And what was how long did they manage?
Dermot O'Leary hosted it.
Wasn't it 3 days?
No, I think it was a week.
No.
I'm telling you, like, oh, she's taking this seriously. The phone's come out.
The phone's out.
And so, because they were like in a Big Brother style house, it was so cruel. And then at the end, when they'd whittled them down to the final 3, they all had to lie in a bed and they turned the lights off. And it was the last one awake who won.
I mean, you turn the lights off now. I'm like a budgie. As soon as it goes dark, I'm gone. Right, imagine if they turned the lights back on and everyone had been mugged. Shattered, it was called.
Oh, yeah.
2004, presented by Dermot O'Leary. I'll tell you who the winners was. Oh, the health of... They wanted to see what they... I mean, they always say, oh, it's a social experiment. It's not. It's for people watching at home.
Yeah, let's see what happens when someone doesn't sleep.
It was the health effects they wanted to show. Contestants were challenged with going without sleep for 7 days. On the final day, the contestants were sent to bed with the last to fall asleep winning. The show reported that Jonathan Wood and Chris Wandle fell asleep within 15 minutes, while Claire Southern continued to stay awake for nearly 2 hours until producers intervened. She endured 178 hours of sleep deprivation and won 97 grand. 7.5 days.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean,
stayed awake on Monday, stayed awake on Tuesday, stayed awake on Wednesday.
Stabbed a housemate on Friday, ate my own shit on Saturday. Like, you'd literally lose your mind.
Yeah, do we know if she's all right now?
I mean, probably still asleep. Still tired now, I imagine.
You don't recover from that. I like have 1 hour less sleep and I'm like, I need to catch up.
But do you ever get excited about fighting your OCD? Right, I'm fully aware I'm going to sound proper mental now.
No.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. I look forward to fighting the OCD. So, for example, if I've done a gig on like a Saturday night, and it's rare to do a gig on a Sunday, so Sunday is sort of like a bit of an admin-y day. I do my live Zoom thing, and then Monday, that's the day. That's when shit's gonna get done. Housework, gonna get on with it, and I go to sleep, and I'm excited about getting up the next day to get lots done. And I think that's maybe why when I get to like 11 a.m, 12 p.m, when I haven't got as much done, I think that's why I get a bit down in the dumps and then grumpy, then record a podcast and end up being really arsey. Because, yeah.
So what you're saying is it's not me, it's your laundry.
I know it wasn't you. I've always been perfectly pleasant and polite to you. It was Joe Dickens who was an arsehole with.
Oh, yeah. No, you haven't been perfectly pleasant and polite with me.
Yes, I have.
Making out like you're Mary Poppins. Perfectly pleasant and polite.
Yes, I'm lovely to you.
Right. Right. Every time you're not nice now, that was a barometer. Every time you're not nice now, I'm going to write it down.
Right, okay. Well, what have I ever said to you that's been mean?
Barry, we haven't got time for this. We've got to crack on with the podcast. Should we do Worries of the Week?
Yes.
You got a lot to worry. Worries.
So what's stressing me this week is this is a situation you're going to be very familiar with. Me less so. It's something I've done before, but not as much as you. I'm supporting someone on tour. That person being Troy Hawke of the Greeters Guild. Now, if you're thinking, where do I know the name Troy Hawke from? You'll know him as the guy who stands outside like Weatherspoons and Poundland and is nice to people. He's sort of like a 50s Errol Flynn, dapper gent type who's very positive and polite, and he's like a viral sensation. He's brilliant, really, really funny, really, really good. And so I'm supporting him on tour. And I'm not doing all the dates. There's a couple of other acts doing all the dates, but the ones near me I'm doing, and it's one of those. Scott Bennett does a great joke about it, where he talks about speaking to his mum, and when he was about to support Rob Brydon in front of 2,000 people, and his mum said to him, "Are you nervous?" And she went, "I'd be nervous, but just remember, they're not there to see you." Right? Which is a great bit of material, but it's very accurate. I get
You've
that
done
thing.
this before, though, for him, haven't you? You've done stuff for him before.
I have, but I don't know why I'm letting it get to me this time. I mean, it might be because the venue that it's at, I mentioned to you the other day, and you went, "Oh, that's a fucking hard one."
No, I didn't say that. I
Yes,
said
you did.
it's a
Glee
music.
in your eyes.
It's music venue normally, so it's not like you're used to doing like comedy clubs or theatres. So you instantly get that wave of laughter when you do a theatre or a comedy club. But when you do a music venue, more often than not, it's all on one level, so the laughs go up instead of
Bottle
across.
of piss. Proper Daphne and Celeste.
So that's why I said that. I just said you might not, like, it's nice, it's a lovely venue, but he might not just be aware of that.
Feel like the other ones, yeah. It's I just find it like nerve-wracking, like when I'm walking out, right, this is honestly true, when I do it, I daren't look anyone in the eye because I'm terrified of seeing someone go, ugh. Like...
Well, that happened to me, didn't it? Not on support, but when I did a normal club gig. I think I spoke about this on here before.
Go on.
But when I did a Christmas gig at the Glee in Birmingham, and they went, welcome to... whoever was MC was like, welcome to stage, Hayley Ellis. And I literally, as I'm walking out, I seen a man, and he went, ugh, and like rolled his eyes, and I swear to God I was ready to swing. Like, and I thought I would have laid into him if it wasn't for the fact there was like 300 people there that never seen it. So I can't go on and my first words be, well, you
what's your
prick.
fucking problem? Were you pregnant at the time?
I wasn't pregnant, I was just angry. But I just thought, and then throughout the whole set, I mean, it was like, no, either he'd seen me before and didn't like me, or he just didn't like me.
Or, let's be honest, didn't like... Or is under that illusion that dickheads are of, oh, women comedians aren't funny.
Can I just say, I've had a few messages recently. Now, I thought that was sort of dying a death a little bit, people saying that. I've had 2 messages recently of people who see me at gigs going, oh, I was with my partner and he doesn't find female comedians funny, but he liked you. And I'm like, it's 2024.
I know. But yeah, it's like with you, like, because obviously I do your support, but that feels a bit more like charity work. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel a bit more like a Make-A-Wish kid with you. So I don't...
What do you mean by that?
I don't know, I feel a little bit sometimes like, I'm just going to let him have a go, otherwise he'll go on about it. Here he is. Look, like when someone's nephew plays London's Burning on a recorder at Christmas and you've all got to sit around and pretend you like it. Right?
Just entertain him.
Look, some of the things that he says, I know it's not right, but, it's just like that. But when it's like... like the big venue, you just think, oh God, are they all just going to be like, oh, ugh, fuck off. You're literally the only thing in the way of the thing they've paid to see.
But I think the difference is here, and I'm very lucky because I have this with Sarah, is that her audiences are lovely, as are Troy Hawk's audience. Do you know what I mean? They don't mind if there's someone else there. They see that as a bonus. Whereas I guess if you're doing support for like someone like Jim Davidson, then you might have a bit of issue. Well, you'd have a few issues, to be honest with you.
We'll come back to this in a second. Who's your guilty pleasure as a comedian in old school comic where you're like, oh, but they do tickle me?
No, none like that, because I'm not
none of them
80 years of age. I would tell you who I like. Who I went to watch Ken Dodd, didn't I? Hang on, let me just think. Oh, do you know who I love? Oh no, I do love Joe Pasquale, and you pull me up actually, because I met Joe Pasquale at a gig, and you were like, oh, he's had a reputation for thieving jokes, and I was like, I think I'm safe with me breastfeeding material, to be honest with you.
Well, you haven't seen his pigeon bit.
But I had a right laugh with him in the green room. He was a great man. Really enjoyed his company. But I love Bernie Clifton.
Oh, really? What with the ostrich?
And Sue Pollard. I'm obsessed with Sue Pollard.
But would you sit down and put on one of the DVDs and sit and actually laugh at it?
I would.
Really?
Sue Pollard, I went to watch her do a tour show recently, like last year.
Oh, you see, mine's Jethro.
Is he the country fella?
Yeah, with Denville Pembercy. I just the timing, the way that he talks, just like proper old school jokes. You know what I mean? Like, but they were like long stories, but essentially like a joke. I think all those comedians from that era sometimes get tarnished with the same brush, and some of them are like genuinely funny.
And some of them are in prison.
Weirdly, it's the modern ones who are getting done for all the fucking... The old ones have got a surprisingly clean sheet.
Wow.
I was thinking about this the other day. What is it about being a radio DJ that attracts nonsense?
Yeah. Right.
There's a lot.
So I want to talk to you because about worries. This isn't my worry or your worry, but let's discuss Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
Did you hear what he said to the police officer?
Oh no! Is he done like a sugar tits or something?
Oh, it's amazing. Right, I have been having a right laugh on Twitter about this. So Justin Timberlake, if you don't know, he got a DUI, driving under the influence. So the cop pulled him over. It's a young cop, doesn't know who Justin Timberlake is. And he's like, you need to step out the car. He failed the sobriety test, so he failed the walking in a straight line.
Yeah.
And Justin Timberlake said, under his breath apparently, this has got out and it's everywhere. This is going to ruin the tour, right? And the police officer has gone, what tour? And he's gone, the world tour.
Oh no!
I mean, so I did a little joke this morning. McDonald's worker, can you just park around the back? Your fillet isn't ready. Oh, this is going to ruin the tour. The world tour. Just how...
I'm using that as my go-to for everything now. Everything that goes wrong, it's going to ruin the tour.
I'm going to do it, but like the regional tour. It's amazing, isn't it? Just how cringy though for him that he's documented. Like, I mean, can you think of a more cringeworthy thing you could have said?
In fairness, I wouldn't recognise Justin Timberlake.
But you wouldn't recognise anyone from 2024, Barry, unless...
No, I'd recognise Lizzo.
I mean, that's very
Google
niche.
Maps.
Barry. All right, then, let me bring up some celebrities from 2024 and see if you can recognise them.
Okay, right, brilliant. Here we go. Right, we need a jingle. It's time for...
I mean, this isn't going to translate well on audio. Who's that?
Oh, that's Demi Moore's daughter.
No, it's Charlie XCX.
Never even heard of her.
Right, my point is proven. I'll give you two more. I'll make this one's easy.
Oh.
This is an easy one, Barry.
Is this Millie Bobby Brown?
No, it's Dua Lipa. Right, and who's this one? This is another easy one.
Chris Hemsworth.
No, it's Calvin Harris. Right, point proven. Hang on. Well, look, I'll do something that you might get. I'll do someone that you might get. Who's that?
You're really funny, aren't you? You're really, really funny. Really funny.
Who is it?
It's Bob Monkhouse.
Right, there you go. Point proven, Barry.
I've just taken some posts. I just had the post with. Look at this for lack of effort from something I bought on eBay. Right?
Is that in a Greg's bag?
It's a carrier bag.
They've just wrapped it in a carrier bag.
They've literally and stuck a fucking sign.
What have you bought? Oh, I seen the worst thing. You know, you think that's bad, Barry? I seen a thing online from Vinted. Right? A woman ordered a vest top. Have you seen this?
No.
And inside the package was a dirty nappy. And the woman's gone, you've sent me a vest top. And the woman's like, no, there's no way that's happened. So she sent a picture. So there's a picture of this shitty nappy. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. My husband, because she's wrapped the top inside the shitty nappy. She said, I'm so sorry. I thought it was a clean one. My husband must have put it back in the pile. And she's like, well, I want my money back. And she's like, could you not just give it a wash? Could you not? Her baby... She wrapped up.
Oh my.
Could you not just give it a wash?
I mean, do you get to leave reviews on this Vinted thing? I mean, what does she think she's going to get?
I found the nappy thing. So the woman... Oh, God.
Has it got a doing like angry compo face holding up?
No, there's no it's just I'll show you. So this is the correspondence. The top has arrived in a used nappy. It's absolutely covered in shit. This is disgusting. Disgusting, capital letters. Disgusting! What are you playing at? It absolutely stinks. I am retching. I've had to throw the top out. It's covered in shit. Do you think it's acceptable to send items like this? I've used Vinted for 4 years and never once had a problem whatsoever.
And never once have I received shit in the post.
The person's response: I sent it in a clean nappy and nappy bag to recycle and repurpose it. It's not a used nappy, it would have been clean. I just sent it in that to protect the top, and it's the only thing I had as you wanted it posted ASAP. Could you send photos? I'm sorry, it's just very, very hard to believe. And then the woman has sent this photo. I'm going to spare you, the listener, this. I'm not going to put this on socials. There you go. Enough evidence.
That is...
Right? So the woman then responds. So she sent evidence of the dirty nappy and a top wrapped in it. So you think the woman would be like mortified, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd be like, oh my God.
I'm deleting, I'm coming off Vinted.
Right. So she put, I seriously thought it was clean. I didn't even check. It was 7 a.m. and I was packing it in the dark as husband was asleep and didn't want to wake him. I would never send it like that knowingly. My husband must have put the used one back in the nappy packaging as we do that so we know when it's time to stock back up. I'm so sorry. Is there any way you could clean it in the wash maybe or soak it? So the woman's bought, you're joking, right? I've spent £3 on this. Don't expect to have to wash it when it's covered in shit.
In fairness, £3 though.
Well, then she's bought, again, sorry about that, but it was an accident. I'll happily pay for it to be dry cleaned.
Not.
There's no way I'm going near that top. It's in the bin. Refund me now.
£3 though. You take
Like,
a
you
chance.
hear of all sorts, don't you, getting packaged up by mistake, but never a shitty nappy.
That's... I mean, do you know what my first thought there was?
What?
What's her house like? Do you know what I mean? If the smell of a shitted nappy... Like, what state's her toilet
And
in?
I'm not being funny. I've tried to send stuff through the post office before, and they want to know the ins and outs of a cat's arsehole, so how she got away with sending that? They're like, can you tell me what's in the package? Like, it's a shitty nappy. Like, how she got away? I get the 3rd degree when I go and send something from the post office. Is it ticking? Is it valuable? Like,
They don't ask you, is it ticking? Fuck. What you said, they got alarm clocks with big fucking wires coming out the side of it. Is it ticking? Fuck it.
oh.
Hey, so come on, alleviate me worry.
About what? Your tour support?
Yeah.
Can you make that person soaring again every
Can you-
time?
honestly, I know that you live in the middle of 80s horror films. It's always like a chainsaw going off.
This time every day when we
screaming.
record, no matter what day, there's a chainsaw going, and there's no trees round here, so I
Not
don't know what
anymore.
they're doing.
Fuck, some lunatic running around with him.
There's no one living round here. It's just me. You'll do a very good job. You did a very good job doing tour support for me, Barry, and I'm sure you'll do a great job. You've done ones before. You've done stuff for Manford. You know how to play it. You'll do a good job.
Why is there a little grin on your face?
There's no
Right.
grit. Can I
Right.
not just be nice?
Look at me without
Yeah.
smiling. Right? Take
It's hard because you've got a funny looking face, innit?
Right, straight face. Just say, you've always done it. Oh, get fucked. Right, you just... Hey, do you want something from the Would You Rather book?
Go on, and then we'll do people's worries.
Okay.
Do the jingle.
Oh, what is it?
But I'm not paying for any more on Fiverr. Go on.
Oh, would you rather? It's a bit camp.
Please remix that for us.
Right, would you rather
Yeah.
eat chips that have fallen into the toilet or remove a soggy plaster from an old man's foot using only your teeth?
Oh.
So you're
Now,
either having bog
I've
chips...
got questions. I've got questions. Is the toilet my own toilet? Or a public
Why
toilet?
does that make a difference? What, you'll eat your own shit?
No, because I know that my toilet's clean.
Right, okay.
And it depends how far into the bog the chips have... It would have to be get the fucking plaster off an old man's foot, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because there's too many variables with the toilet. It might be at that shitty nappy woman's house, like her toilet.
I'm really sorry. I didn't realise there was chips in the bog. I didn't want to wake my boyfriend up from his sleep.
I just threw me back indeed. I used to live with someone, who I won't name, who would have a night out get a takeaway back in their room, right, eat some of it, fall asleep comatose, and then the next day, right, because they couldn't be arsed taking their cutlery, etc., and play it downstairs, but obviously didn't want the stink of it in their room, they used to just empty the food down the toilet. Just scrape it, like, I'm talking like a slice of pizza into the bog, like fries, lettuce, and salad off a kebab, just all straight in the toilet. And I was like, that's utterly minging. And they went, well, just cutting out the middleman. It's like, no. It's like,
that is no wonder there's global warming. Slices of pizza going past the fucking in the Pacific. It was that. Bleep it. It was that. I fucking knew it was, you know. Honestly, that is so bad.
But you'd be desperate. Like, I'm not going to be graphic, but you'd be desperate for the toilet, and you'd go in there, and there's just like a soggy floating slice of pizza that won't flush because it's got air in. So you're like, I need to go to the toilet. So you flush it, and it's like, bloop, still floating. You end up having to have a shit on a bit of pizza and think, this house isn't normal.
I didn't need to hear that phrase.
Very poo themed this episode, but that's what would happen. That's what. I'm not the disgusting one there. That's what the toilet's for.
But you've done a shit on a piece of pizza, giving it fucking toppings.
Looks like a hate crime. Down the sewage works to be like, there's some fucking kinky fucker on Burton Road.
I'm sure I've mentioned this before, maybe on Patreon, but I'll have to tell you again. When I used to work in that office and on nights and stuff, and an email went round. It was to the person, and this is in the women's toilets. Do you know the like disposable cups for like the water machine? To the person who's done a shit in a cup and put it in the toilet. I thought, who has done a shit in a cup and then put the cup in the toilet with the shit in? What sort of mad behaviour is that?
Oh my god.
Like it's a Mr. Whippy and they've just fucking put it in the loo.
They've just thought, I've enjoyed that. Spread the love.
In a cup.
Who shits in a cup? That'll be somebody who's been trying to maybe give, you know, when you've got to give a stool sample.
A stool sample,
and and then they've just forgot and they've left a gift. I'm surprised you didn't go all CSI.
And then, well, we did used to have the phantom poo, didn't they, at work? Anyway. Should we do some other people's worries? And hopefully they're not poo related.
Yeah, go on.
It's time for your worries. BJ will make them worse.
Okay, so we've had a problem from Anonymous. I've been in a long-term, long-distance relationship for the past 2 years. The truth is, I don't want to be with him anymore, and he doesn't see that there's a problem. How can I break up with him?
Email.
Fastest. Yeah, what we need to know here is how far away he lives and can he turn up on your doorstep?
Are you in prison? Are you writing? Would Hayley recognise you?
There's this woman, right, on the show. Sorry to keep talking about love after lockup, but honestly, it's the best thing ever, right? And she's got, bless her, she's a lovely woman, but she sounds like Thelma from The Simpsons and shit like that. She's always smoking in the scene, always smoking. Lips are dead dry because she's always smoking. And her fella's 35 and she's 49, right? And she's like, we've had a very sexual relationship while he's been in prison. Like, just talking sexy to him. She's been talking sexy to him in prison. Well, he's got out of prison. Listen to this. Right. She's like, he's going to be all over me, right? She picks him up. She's in the car. What do you want first, blowjob or steak? And he goes, steak. No hesitation, steak.
I'm with him on that, to be honest. He's been in prison for 4 years. Blowjobs are 10 a penny.
He's
Steak, however.
Right, back to the problem. I don't understand. If you're in a long distance relationship, surely it would be easier to break up with him. Is it because they're wanting to do it in person? Yeah. No. So they're saying, sorry, no, they do. They said, I don't want to, because it's been 2 years together, I don't want to not break up with them in person, but at the same time, I don't want to go How?
Nah. What's the cruelest way you've ever dumped someone, Hayley?
I don't dump. I just see it through to the bitter end.
I've done it by text before.
I can imagine you doing that. I imagine you doing it on MSN chat. Have you ghosted
I tell you
people?
what, there's a couple of them. I wish I'd done it with a fucking skywriter.
That's it. I wonder what the cruelest way is. What do you reckon the cruelest way is?
The cruelest way to dump someone. Advert in the paper.
I guess it's just started seeing... There's been like loads of celebrities where they've just started seeing someone new and they didn't even know they'd broken up. You know, stuff
Get
like
your
that
new
happens.
partner to ring them and tell them.
God, yeah.
That's brutal.
I've just Googled what's the worst way to break up with someone. I mean, we're not suggesting this, by the way, to the person who's...
I am.
This is why we don't do serious problems. So, 27 years ago, my ex-wife made love to me. Then right after, while still lying in bed together in the afterglow, she took a ring off and gave it to me and said she wanted a divorce.
I don't think that's...
You don't think that's bad?
If she'd stopped halfway through, that would have been cruel. He's now single and he's been blue-balled. That's not fair.
Oh, right. Do you know what? That's enough problems for today.
That's cruel. At least you wait until he'd done his beans.
I'm done.
Yeah.
By the way, if you want to hear more of this, we've got a Patreon. And Barry is much, much worse on there, believe you me.
I've tried to be good recently. I've tried to be extra nice to you because you've been stressed.
I'm always stressed. You're always stressed. That's why we do this.
I'm not stressed. I'm just...
What, your hands are peeling from fucking bleach, Barry? You look like kids who put PVA on their hand.
All right.
Anyway, we'll be back next week. If you're a Patreon, we're there every Friday. Patreon.com/warriors. By the way, we are sponsored by Manscaped.
Oh, do you know what? I don't think we are anymore.
No, we're not. We've not got no sponsors.
I've heard fuck all from them.
Speaking of blue balls, the way to get your balls smooth is use Manscaped.
Oh dear, we need a new sponsor. If you know anyone who wants to sponsor us, if you know somebody who's got like a garage or like a
Love after lock up. I might write to them and see if they want to sponsor this.
Yeah, try and get sponsored by a prisoner.
Writinginmate.com.
Oh god, what a disaster. All of it.
Bye. You have been listening to the Warriors podcast, hosted by me, Hayley Ellis, and him, Barry Dodds.
All artwork by John Cooper and Matthew Reed. All editing and audio by Hayley and Barry, with additional sound production by Grinters.
If you'd like to get in touch, then send us an email to thewarriorspodcast@gmail.com, or you can find us on Twitter @thewarriorspod.
Thanks for listening.